My God. Wow. What an intro, 3RL. Let's go.
You know, gotta have a way to calm the nerves. Not what I expected, but you know. Good evening, agents, and welcome back to another Marvel Future Fight live stream. Thank you for joining us, and as always, I'm your community manager, 3RL, and I was thinking, you can call me 3 now, we're friends. The announcer has returned from his last mission, is back with us tonight. How are you doing?
How's it going, 3? I like that, man. Very
casual.
not casual, very chill. Man, I'm still recovering my heart rate from that balloon, dude. I don't think that's what we planned, but that was cool.
I was just gonna let it go and let it go. But instead it popped. I was surprised. It helps me calm the nerves a little bit.
Wow.
I don't know what it is. Still nervous after, you know, it's 3 years now me doing this, but here we go. Hello, everyone. Let's jump right into it. We're brought up to believe that there are good guys and there are bad guys. But eventually you come to realize there are bad guys and there are worse guys. A quote from Valentina. They have superpowers, but they are not superheroes. But they won't give up on a fight. Are you ready to meet our new team? As you've seen, the April update is just a few days away, and Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts is out May 2nd. Super excited for that. So we figured, why not make an update about it? Might as well. All jokes aside, I just want to say thank you for joining us as we have a lot to go over. This update will be divided into 2 parts, and you'll eventually meet all 7 members of the Thunderbolts. So keep a lookout for more details in the coming weeks about future updates, but I'm getting ahead of myself. First of all, as you may have seen as well, US Agent will be added as a new hero, and it's about time, right?
Ooh, let's go.
We'll be showcasing Yelena Belova, Red Guardian, as well as Sentry. Super stoked. And we'll preview their new abilities and uniforms in the main update coming April 28th. And as mentioned moments earlier, in case you somehow already forgot, be sure to be on the lookout for the remaining Thunderbolts crew. They will be joining later in a different battle. Dun, dun, dun. But wait, there's more. As we all know, we're here to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Marvel Future Fight. Give you a little...
Dude, you're keeping us on our toes today. Oh, wow.
I didn't tell the crew I'd be popping things, but you got to keep it fun. But can we take a moment and really take that in? How many of you in the chat have been there from the very beginning? A decade is quite a long time. Check over the chat. And now I mentioned, as I said in the very beginning, the start of my 3rd year as host of these live streams as well. I really remember like going back, I was trying to think about the first one. I was so nervous. And then we had balloons.
Yeah, I remember that.
And our operator accidentally flipped the camera on a little too early, and I just was like, oh.
Yeah, I remember that for sure, dude. Yeah, we had balloons and the whole shit. I think it was a Star-Lord update was your first update here.
It was. It was a lot of fun, but I was so nervous, and now I feel like I've come a long way. I still could get better at the game. But with all that being said, we just want to say thank you very much to the community. We literally would not be here without you. And it's almost time to celebrate the 10 years of legendary heroes with Endless Evolution. And we'll, of course, be covering all the rewards and event information. So get comfy, grab some popcorn, and get ready for this live stream presentation. Are you ready, announcer? How you doing? How you been?
It's just a lot to take in if you think about it. Like 10 years for any video game in general, like it's monumental. But like for Marvel Future Fight to be going, it's cool to me to see these OGs that have still been in the game for this long. It's really awesome. And thank you guys for, seriously, thank you guys the most. You guys are the true heroes.
If you try to think about whatever else, has lasted more than a decade, But with that being said, it's almost time to dive into the April update. But first, as everyone knows, if you've been here before, please note that the footage presented today is on a test build, and the live stream is in a testing environment, and there may be differences from the actual update. And just in case you're new here and happen to randomly stumble upon this live stream, we have a few gifts for agents during this time and at the very end of the stream, so be on the lookout for that. And be sure to like this video, and if you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? All right, with that, let's jump into the April update, shall we?
Before we get into the potential transitions, 3L, there's a few people here. Yes, sir. Juan792 says he's been playing since 2016. Kimpo says since 2016 as well. Where Rexo Green says 2017 veteran player here. There's a lot of players that have been here for a long time. That's like crazy. It's really cool to me. Cam Rick says 2015 OG here.
Let me move this so
good shout out for you guys, man. That's really cool for you guys. Jay Swift says 10 years strong. Let's go, guys.
All righty. Before we jump into the new characters, we're going to take a brief look at the heroes who will receive a potential transcendence for this update. All right. We have Falavel and Nova, Richard Rider, who have been joined forces to protect the very order of the universe. Just want to ask the chat if you are familiar with Falavel, because I personally had to learn about her before this live stream. Let us know in the chat. What I did learn is she is a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and Nova, aka Richard Rider, is a universally renowned member of the Nova Corps. The two superheroes work together to launch a powerful energy blast and burst into a gigantic explosion when released. But don't take my word for it and try out their new skills in game in the upcoming update and let us know if they will fit into your squad. Right. Let's move on to the Thunderbolts that we've all been looking forward to. If you caught the recent Marvel movies, you'll know that the Thunderbolts all have a dark past. Yeah, that's putting it lightly. But I'm really hyped for this movie and see how they fill the role of the anti-heroes and watch their character development. Announcer, are you going to go see the movie when it comes out?
Oh man, for sure. I'm always been a fan of like the anti-hero, like the whole dynamic of them being just humans, but also just scrapping together and like forming an alliance like out of nowhere. Like I'm a huge fan of that.
Yeah, I really liked how they've kind of edited the teasers they shared together. So, you know, hopefully this is another one to take home. I hope it surprises me. I always try to like not go in with high expectations in the sense of I don't really want to know what's going on. I just want to sit in my seat and enjoy it. So enough yapping though, let's jump into the action. First, as you can see here, we're going to take a look at Yelena Belova. Take a look at some of her moves and just the action here. Zoom in on the costume. Hope everyone in the chat is doing well. Let's go. She was raised from a child to fight and trained as a heartless assassin in the dreaded Red Room. Boy, oh boy. Yelena is ready to break free from her hollow, empty life with her new uniform and tier 4 abilities. Yelena uses exceptional physical abilities and attacks close in on enemies with flexibility with her clubs and daggers. She also uses guns and bazookas from a distance and even deals electric attacks using Widow Bites. Her broad combat style has become even stronger with her tier 4 abilities. Jumping right into her stats, her leader skill is called Perfect Tactics, and this increases all speed by a percentage. Her passive skill is Stealth Technology, and this causes dodge rate increase. In her tier 2 passive, Target Removal increases guaranteed dodge rate and increases skill damage as well as bonus damage. Before we get into her skills, we're going to take a look at her uniform options real quick. Alrighty, one moment. There we go. Switch over there. I'm gonna go with, let's see, I pick Beast, all new X-Men, Spider-Man, the symbiote suit, and yeah, Dr. Octopus, Ends of the Earth, for that costume's wild looking. All right, let's take a look at her skills. All right. As we've been doing before, I have not been looking at the skills before because I just kind of want to experience them. First and foremost, she seems to be okay on her speed. Yeah, not nothing too fancy. Right. Again, always have to get a shout out to heroes who don't really like rely heavily on superpowers. Not that it's anything wrong with that. I wish I had superpowers. Let us know in the chat what your superpower would be. All right, getting right into it. Skill 1 is called Baton Swing. Ooh, gotta love the after image stuff.
That's a lot of hits for skill 1.
Causes bleed and stun. I kind of messed up on the angle on that one. That's okay. Skill number 2, moving right along, is Spy's Dagger. Time as I read it out. This enables enemies with ignore targeting effect. Causes bleed, stun, incapacitation, and paralysis, and applies to self, A chance to penetrate with super armor, barrier shield, all damage immune, invincible, and all damage immunity. Moving on to skill number 3. The icon looks fun. Let's see if it matches. Yeah. Oh, dang. Destruction.
Wow, that's epic destruction.
Also, great acrobatic ability. That's all I can say. I would land on my face. This skill causes burn, a chance for the target to miss their attack, and applies a self accumulation of pure damage and increases all basic attack based on that. Skill number 4 is called Remote Bomb. Sure, we'll go right here. She's gonna call it in. Let's see. Steps out of the way. Yeah, make sure. Okay, cooldown is off. Yeah, let's try it again. Kick some punches. She even calls in a final strike. This causes bleed, paralysis, and decreases all basic damage. And is stackable. Applies to self, ignore targeting, and increases all basic attack, defense, speed, and crit rate. Skill number 5 is called Widow Landing. Let's go ahead and reset these guys real quick. There we go. Skill 5, Widow Landing. Oh boy. She's good at her job. Based on these the animations. Widow Landing causes burn, shock, silence, and incapacitation, as well as paralysis, while decreasing basic attack, basic defense, and recovers a percentage of HP, grants invincible, and increases basic damage for 1 attack. Her awakened skill will remain the same, but we're gonna check it out anyway because that's what we do here. We're here to check out
the Red Room Reunion.
Yeah. What's up, Black Widow?
That's awesome. Team up.
And
Wow,
walking
epic.
away from the explosion.
Walk off.
They're cool. All right. And then we have the striker skill, which is called Flawless Assassination. And of course, I had to put in the Red Guardian because, you know, it just makes sense, right? This increases basic attack, increases basic damage to enemies with 50% HP or lower, and decreases all basic defense. All right, now for my part that I always get actually nervous for at this point, which is practicing the combos without knowing.
You got this. 3 RL.
3, 4, and 5. How's the chat doing, announcer?
They're chilling, man. A lot of people just dropping in on what time they started, and there's a lot of players just been playing this for a long time.
I missed it. Man. I wasn't paying attention. I was listening to you.
Oh, it's all good, brother. I probably distracted you.
Restart. That doesn't count. It does not count. Okay, here we go. 3, 4, and 5. One more time. Got the 3 and the 4. I missed the... There we go. There we go. Let's pretend we didn't see the first one, but we got it the second time. That's all right.
Good job,
I'll pat myself on the shoulder. We usually think of Black Widow when it comes to the Red Room, but we can't leave out the other famous, seeing quotes if I was on camera, Super Soldier as well. Let's check him out. Of course, Red Guardian sacrificed everything for the sake of his country and his found family, Yelena and Natasha. In return, though, he's gained tier 4 advancement in a new uniform. The Red Guardian uses a shield in his thick body to attack a wide range of enemies. Other Thunderbolt team members will follow up to support Red Guardian as he takes the lead. All right, jumping into his leader skill is called National Allegiance. This applies to superheroes and increases HP. His first passive will remain the same, and his tier 2 passive is called Guardian's Roar. This will ignore target dodge rate and increase skill and bonus damage. Let's take a look at that.
Like you said earlier, 3RL, his uniform is just like...
There's
something like, about the color or like the style.
Good, I didn't even notice the guns in the back. It looks tactical. It doesn't look like overly uncomfortable. Like there's whoever designed it, like good sewing job, you know.
I actually like that's kind of a retro look. I kind of like
yeah.
It. Yeah.
Also, he has a great beard.
Yeah, dude, epic beard.
I'm jealous just a little bit. All right, let's take a look at his uniform options, shall we? All right, let's stick along with let's go with Null because, you know, everyone loves Null. We have another symbiote with Agent Venom, and who doesn't love Jean Grey? At least I like Jean Grey. I've been a fan. All right, let's check out what Red Guardian can do in game. I just saw someone in the chat said buff Santa. That's great.
Kimpo says thick boy. Thicker. Yeah, he's bigger.
All right. Turn off the cooldown. And I would say he's on the same, you know, same as Yelena, maybe. Yeah. One day we'll have that countdown and timer to really figure it out who, you know, who is the fastest. We'll do a whole thing. But, all right, let's jump right into it. Skill number 1 is called Debris Barrage. Quick and simple there. This just causes some physical damage, but it is a quick attack. Skill number 2 is called Class Battle. I like the theme of all his attacks.
The skill names are cool.
Yeah. This causes stun and incapacitation and grants barrier. All right, skill number 3 is called Red Guardian Meteor, and I hope he launches himself onto his enemies based on the name. Yeah. Oh.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Again, talk about like how athletic you have to be to like perform that. And,
Jay Swift says pretty quick for a big guy.
Right? Looks painful. This causes stun, snare, and incapacitation. Applies itself 100% chance to grant all damage immunity. Accumulates pure damage, increases all basic attacks for each pure damage accumulated. Skill 4 is called Dogma Conflict. Spread everyone out again. It always happens. Right. Oh.
Wow, that's pretty sick.
Here we go. Little preview.
Wow, that's a lot of hits.
Sneak preview of another Thunderbolts individual. Causes burn, bleed, and decreases all basic defenses. Applies itself an increase of basic attack, basic defense, and speed. Alright. Moving on to skill number 5, which is called the Revolutionary Fist. Oh, nah, we're gonna reset. Let's just get a new, fresh room of
I like these skill names. They're really cool.
Yeah, no, I think that definitely matches him a lot. All right. I think he's throwing his shield.
Sounds really cool.
Let's see if we can get a little better view. Yeah, he's definitely throwing his shield. At first, I couldn't tell. This causes stun, incapacitation, and paralysis while applying to self. Recovers some HP. You ignore target dodge rate. High chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune invincible while granting invincible. Increases basic attack, defense, speed, and crit rate. His awakened skill, Red Hero's entrance, shall remain the same. And let's take a look at that on this unlucky group of robot bad guys.
Hector A says the Thunderbolts beard though.
Yeah, I know, right? It's very thick, kind of like him himself. It's very well maintained. All right, and last up is striker skill, Proletarian Revolution. It's ready to hold it down. And it made sense, of course, I threw burn in the striker spot as well. Alrighty, this one causes an increase to basic attack and increases basic damage dealt to enemies with 40% HP or higher. All right. I don't know if you heard that. I cracked my knuckles for the second combo.
Let's go 3. Oh, you got this.
3, 4, and 5 once again. And you can always check out the other recommended combos that the devs recommend. But also, shout out to the content creators and everyone who supplies their own combo. Always love to see that. All right, here we go. We're going to get this the first time. Real fast on 4. There we go. That one was a speedy.
Easy peasy, bro.
3, 4, 5. Pretty quick there. The question is, will Red Guardian be able to overcome his past with his newfound responsibilities? Now, let's meet the World Breaker, the Golden One, the Bob. Alrighty, that's right. This is what has me the most excited about the movie. I don't know much about it, but the Thunderbolts have quite the battle ahead of them if the trailers are to be believed. Sentry will be receiving a new uniform and I can't wait to see how strong he is. He dashes quickly, attacks simultaneously, and gathers energy to burst it. We also can see Sentry changing his form from Bob to Sentry with a burst of energy when he is in his full power. His leader skill will remain the same, Shining Hero. His passive skill, Reborn Sun, will also remain the same, but his tier 2 passive, Scorching Hero, there's a decrease in basic damage received, and has received it increased by a percentage, and the other stats will remain similar. All right, let's go the last list of uniform options for Sentry. All right, let's stick with the symbiotes. Carnage, Superior Carnage, Thanos, because, you know, Thanos always wins, and Ice Baby, Iceman himself from X-Men Blue.
Baby.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's check him out. All right. Oh, see, like he's...
Oh, yeah, Sentry's
like
definitely faster, bro.
boosting around the track.
Boosting. A lot of "Let's go, Bob" in the chat.
Like, there's... Yeah, like, he's swift. All right. Jumping right into it, his first skill is called Golden Vision. Quick one there, causing burn and stun one more time for the chat. Oh, okay, there's a long line. Let's see. Like, he's like really fast. Okay. Laser eyes and everything. All right, skill number 2 is called Sentry Charge. Let's just go from this angle and see what happens.
Man, he hauls, dude.
Oh, I definitely need to go the other way, but that's okay. This enables attacking enemies who have activated Ignore Targeting. Let's just do it again. This causes bleed and then removes active buff. It causes fraction paralysis while applying to self. Some recovery of HP with a high chance to penetrate. Super armor, barrier shield, all damage immune, while granting invincible and removing it, and removes all debuffs. Skill number 3 is called Sentry Strike. Ooh. A barrage. I like it. Again, if I was one of the Thunderbolts and I was like, you know, walking in for my day of work and I saw, you know, this gentleman, I'd walk out. But again, I have no superpowers, so, you know. All right, one more time. Skill 3, Sentry Strike. This causes stun, fear, incapacitation, and paralysis. And it accumulates pure damage and increases all basic attack for each percentage of pure damage accumulated. Skill 4 is a fun one. It's called Void Landing. Good icon. Love a good icon. How's the chat doing, announcer?
They're chilling. They're really excited for Sentry. They're like, "Let's go, Bobby. Let's go party."
It's right here.
Gotta love that ground damage. Somebody said, King Santoliana says, "Looks like 3RL without a beard."
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. I've contemplated cutting the beard off every once in a while, but all right. Void Landing, stun, silence, and increases energy attack and grants barrier. All right, skill 5 is the one that I'm excited about. I think we're gonna get a Bob transformation for this one based on the icon. This is called Void Explosion. I guess this group. We'll do it right here. That's cool.
Wow, that was really cool.
It's fun.
He transformed from Bob to Sentry.
It's just like a fun little nod, you know? So
Yeah.
he's getting blasted, rain down some bullets, and then he does his own destruction. This causes bleed, fear, and incapacitation. Paralysis and decreases all basic damage. Also recovers HP, increases basic attack, defense, speed, and crit rate while removing incapacitation with a 100% chance to grant all damage immune. Let's check out his ultimate skill and striker, as they will remain the same, but you know, we got a new uniform, so you know, might as well see it.
Chat loves that last skill, by the way.
Right?
Really
It's really fun. Oh, yeah, that too. and the striker skill. Threw in Crescent there, you know, just for fun. For a fun one. All right, it's combo time.
Let's go.
4, 5, and 3. This poor one guy is gonna get destroyed.
Nice 3 out.
Yeah. Destruction. All right, the Thunderbolts must need more power to fight against this overwhelming enemy. Luckily, we have another hero to introduce. That's right. A new superhero has joined the battle to support the Thunderbolt. As we know, Falcon has taken over the mantle of Captain America, but many others have strived to fill the void with Steven Rogers gone. And the U.S. agent was one of the first to pick up the shield. However, as you may remember, U.S. agent committed some atrocities on his new path to trying to be Captain America. And so the question we have for you is, will he be able to overcome that blood stained on his shield in this new upcoming adventure of his? So watch out and find out if he resolved himself again. And we have a tier 3 advancement for U.S. agent. He also performs an attack with the other shield-wielding support soldier, Red Guardian. And it must be difficult for the enemies to struggle against the impact from both sides. So we see that in a moment. The question was, will he be able to fill the extremely large shoes that Captain America left behind? That's to be remained questionable. Leader skill is called Thunderbolts Enforcer with a little asterisk. Make sure we got that in there. This applies to Thunderbolts allies only, which increases all basic attack and increases HP. So he'll synergize with the other members of his squad. His passive skill is called Agent Chill. Supplies itself super armor and increases all basic defenses. It decreases damage received. When HP is below a percentage, it will recover some HP. It is tier 2 passive. It's called Captain of Fury. This ignores target dodge rate and increases skill damage as well as bonus damage. Decreases additional pierce damage taken by half. All right, we're going to jump straight into the action and see U.S. agent's skills. Got that superhero landing. All right. See about on pace with, I don't know, I feel like maybe Yelena and Red Guardian.
Yeah. It's because, you know what it is? He doesn't have a cape, bro. He doesn't go as fast.
He doesn't cape. He doesn't fly. You gotta check out some of the other heroes that have a cape and can fly. Certain of them are super fast. Even like, I remember Hulk was, even though he's big, he moved really fast.
Yeah, he was really quick.
All right, first up we have Shield Clash, which causes stun. Ooh, I love the color trails.
How it looks like dark, dude.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's like the red and blue, but it's like dark colors. That's fun. There's a little like hesitation in the animation. All right, skill number 2 is called Shield Tactics. Dime. Silence and incapacitation as well as paralysis while granting barrier for shield tactics. Moving on to skill number 3, which is Shield Overpower. Yeah, great color choice. That darker element of the same red and blue.
Yeah, I like that, dude.
Causes fracture and increases attack. All right. Skill 4, Conflict Agent. Let's check it out. Oh, there's Red Guardian. I want to get a better angle.
That's dope, dude.
One more time. Let's see if we can get it. See him here. Oh, there we go. That's a good, pretty okay angle. Causes stun and paralysis while applying recover of HP. Increases all basic attacks, defense, and speed. And removes incapacitation and grants all damage immunity. All right. Skill number 5 is called Total Domination.
Wow, that's crazy, dude.
So many punches. This causes bleed, incapacitation, and paralysis while applying invincible and increases basic damage. All right, last up we have his ultimate skill, which is Walker's Fury. Let's check it out. Oh, sure, these little guys right here. Runs in with his little gun, throws his shield around.
Dude, that is sick, man. I love that one. Very cinematic.
The ground pound with the shield at the end, though. Like,
the colors too, man. Something about those colors.
The colors are great, and he looks like he's just not having anyone's BS. You know?
He's big mad, dude.
Yeah, big mad. Exactly. This causes bleed and paralysis and decreases basic damage. Also, it has a high chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune, and grants invincibility. Accumulates pure damage and increases all basic attacks based on the percentage of pure damage accumulated. All right, combo time for it's the fourth one. Let's go. All right, 3, 4, and 5. Real quick, real quick.
Nice. That one guy got wrecked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this poor little dummy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope he becomes a superhero who is suited for his shield. But now let's look at some changes and improvements that will be made through this update one by one. Alrighty, first up we have the Team Battle Arena. This has been added, and you will build to 5 different teams of heroes and fight against other agents.
Real quick, Thurl, can we let our agents know what the difference is between this PvP and already existing PvP contents?
Oh yeah, of course. I'd be my pleasure.
All right, let's go.
All right, so jumping right into it, agents will be able to set various heroes within the cost limit of each team, and the battle will be the best of 5 format. Don't judge me on my character choices. I literally just went down the line and was like bam, 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 bam. But I can show you if you go to team formation here, each one of them has a cost basis, and you can only get up to 100 points, so something to remember there. The order in which the 15 heroes will be placed will be an important factor, along with the cost limit, as I just mentioned, so consider that within your strategies. It might be worthwhile to think about it if you want to conquer your foes. Mwahaha. All right, let's check out some of lay rewards. All right, go. Bam. Additionally, another thing we'll go over in 1 second, but yeah, some of the rewards here. You get the tokens. Each round will increase your rewards, as you can imagine. And then we can go over and check out the shop real quick. Again, mind you, this is a test build, so some things may change, but you can kind of take a look at some of the fancy rewards you can receive. And one other thing we want to look out here, let's go back to the team. You see there's a hidden team settings, so you can hide one of your teams, and that particular roster will remain a mystery to your opponents, so you can change that pretty easily here. Let's say we just want team 1 or team 2 hit, and it will kind of blur out there. And this will allow you to have some additional strategic elements to this mode. So basically you have the 5 teams, you go against your opponents, and then we want to see some of your strategies. So let us know what you think about the new updated content, and if you would use any of the Thunderbolts, or maybe Sentry, because Sentry is pretty cool in this mode. Up next, there's some additional quality of life improvements that will be coming along with this update as well. Alrighty, first and foremost, story fragments that were divided into each theme have now been integrated. The separate story fragments are different themes will now be changed to integrated story fragments, which means the old fragments can be converted to the new integrated fragments using craft. And we hope we reduce the inconvenience of combining each chest separately, so let us know if this improves your experience as well. Also, there will be 50 free additional slots that will be added to your inventory, so it can help you manage your items more easily. And as well as the Shadowland auto progress feature will be expanded to 425, as our agents have requested. As always, be sure to check out the changes, improvements, and details in the update notice that will be released soon. And we hope these changes will make your missions more enjoyable. All right, now that the Thunderbolts have officially joined our roster, we've gone over the various quality of life changes. It might be a good time, maybe, if you were to return to Marvel Future Fight. Why, you ask? Well, I'm glad you did. Returning agents will receive a special buff starting from this update forward, such as free unequipped costs, daily 100 energy, and daily 100 boost points, and as well as other things. This is similar to new agents experience. And most of all, in case you ended up here by accident and didn't know, you'll miss the 10-year anniversary event. So join us. And with that, speaking of celebrations, we're going to give out our first coupon code, and that is Thunderbolts to celebrate the update. And this will be valid until 4/29 Tuesday, midnight PDT, right after the update. So be sure to use that before it expires, but it's extended a little bit longer. But yeah, all right. Next up. All right, 1 second.
A lot of players are super excited over the new expanded inventory, bro. Like everybody's going crazy.
That's good.
Isn't that something you were into too? Like you got to think every game you play, like you just need more inventory management.
Inventory management can be such a nightmare. I'm also sad, by the way. Oh, it does have one. Never mind. Okay,
just have one saved.
I know. Save it for later. Save it for later. But yeah, inventory management is such a pain. So hopefully that adds some relief. All right, I got the green light. Let's move on to our next event. Da-da-da-da. 10 years. Where does the time go? We're going to start the celebration and take a moment to acknowledge a few players in the chat, so get ready. And we, of course, have prepared huge events to thank our agents who have joined us on the mission of collecting legendary heroes with endless evolution for the last 10 years. And in case you missed it, we released our 10-year anniversary pre-registration page to start the celebration off early, and a part of that was the agent mission log. This allows you to check your progress over the past 10 years, and I'm sure many of our agents have already tried this out. I've seen lots of screenshots and stuff, and we are just wondering if you're curious about the portraits and honors earned. So just like some of you may have guessed, they're all based on missions you have achieved. So what I want to try to do right now, and bear with us because this is going to be an interaction portion for us and you agents. We want to pick 3 agents who will share their record and we can go over it together. So if there are any volunteers in the chat, please share your ID through the chat message right away. And while we do that, we can just hang out in chat, and I'll try to read some stuff here.
All right, guys, let's try to get like that interaction in. As 3RL mentioned, please share your player ID in the chat, and we will showcase you live.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so it's going to take a minute, I think, for the chat
to catch up.
Let's try to read.
So 3RL, that's crazy that 10 years this game has been going on. I like this little whole top secret agent files. Like, you got to think, like, if you've been playing this game for so long, it's really cool to see everything encapsulated of everything that you've accomplished in the game, all like ranked up into like a really cool like reward, really cool, you know, just all of your achievements in one place.
All right, I'm seeing some stuff. It looks like people are putting their name.
Their names, yeah.
Yeah, so we're looking for the ID.
PID. I know we should have given you guys a heads up, chat. My bad.
So this might take a little bit of some copying paste.
Let's see who has their game up and who can copy paste their long player ID. Sorry, guys. We should have been specific.
No worries.
Are sending your IGNs.
You can blame it on me.
Also, a lot of cool IGNs here. You guys have some really,
also,
really
the
cool,
chat is active,
names.
so that's great. I cannot give you a hint about the next update. You'll just have to wait and see. All right.
Everybody's like, I can't copy paste. What do you mean?
All right. We're going to look up some other ones just in case. We have some, if you want to pull the one I gave you earlier as an example, we can do that one. Yeah. What we're looking for, agents, is if you can copy and paste your actual player ID, not your
ID,
not the in-game name.
Sorry, guys, no worries. Just bear with us here. This is the first time we're trying to make it interactive with you guys, so we're just trying to figure that out. Everybody's like, I can't copy paste. I know that is a very long PID.
All right, so we're gonna go in game real quick, and I'm gonna. Huh? Yeah, sure. All right, 1 second. Let me get ready. I'm gonna try to find it for all y'all. Do, 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 do,
Everybody's like, I lost my keys. I can't do it.
All right, we got it. All right, switch over to gameplay for us real quick. Oh, I saw someone said they did mine.
No worries, bro. We could stay here.
Yeah. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday evening.
Oh, thank you, George Hey, announcer. Love you, bro.
We love you too.
Jithan says, you guys cooked on this update. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. All right. What's up, Commander? I saw that chat. Just so you know, we have. There we go. Do 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 do. 10 years. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess players don't have like their. Oh, we got one. We got one.
Yeah. Okay. Mazdi Barano.
Baruno. We have one.
Let's go. Okay. Sweet.
Our mods, if you could please copy paste that over to our director. Everybody's like boring. Come on, guys. We're trying our best. Honestly, big props to Mazdi Baruno. Like, he was the first one to pull that PID out really quick. David Campbell says, they cooked for PvP.
All right. How are we looking? All right, cool. Let's plug this one in. All right, I see it on there. And just so you know, if you're trying to grind for these, they're going to be set in stone. So if you didn't get one, you're not going to get one until next year. And you have to be at a certain level. But if you need to look up those rules, you can check out the website, the one we're on here right now. Okay, Not Runner also threw in his code. So
another
we got two
code
there.
Coming in.
All right, here we go. This is live. Thanks for everyone for being very patient with us.
We're deep diving into your account.
Ooh. All righty. Cool. Sweet. This is a great one because he got 1, 2, 3, 4 down the list. So let's start with Sentry. So this one is related to Timeline Battle. So that's where you got your icon from. And just something to note, say you got some from the list. We got Iron Man, Captain America, Dormammu. Means you related to the damage dealt to Dormammu. But say you got Null. This is related to Otherworld Battle. Luna Snow is related to Alliance Battle. And if you got Doctor Strange, this is for reaching 100 stages of zombie survival. And from what I hear, there wasn't a lot to do. And then we're just going to pick a couple random ones here as far, let's see, his mission achievements. Can we scroll up? Okay, Xavier's top student. Scroll down. See some of the top. We have World Boss Hunter, Mephisto's natural enemy. So Xavier's top student, that's one I like. Since he's a good mentor, this is an honor to given out to agents with a high level and hero badge. Let's see, we got Spider-Man's friend. The honor is named after our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, indicates you're a good friend to others because you have sent assemble points diligently. Those are very important. All right, let's jump on to the next one. Thank you very much. We'll be sure to give you a reward later. So this next one's coming from the Facebook chat. I don't know how many of over there, but hello, Facebook. I see a bunch more coming in now. All right,
we got our next one in here.
Next one, let's go.
There's all kinds of PIDs coming in.
I know, everyone figured it out. All right, so we have another Sentry here. So it's going to be the same applied. Let's see. Let's go with Veteran Combatant. Or Skilled Survival. I just saw that one. All right. And this is back to the zombie. You also might see Survival Master, the Undead King. This is for, based on your stage level, you'll get a different honor. And as you can imagine, they're one after the other. So if you got Skilled Survival, you're on the lower tier. Survival Master, then Undead King. And then let's find one more. Stark Industries spent a lot of gold in the game. We'll say that.
That's really awesome, guys. I mean, it's really cool to see all your stats like live like that. You have impressive records.
All right, we're moving on to doing one more.
One more, guys.
This is for non-runner. I saw him put his in the very beginning, so let's check it out. Thanks for everyone for participating. Yeah. All right. Ooh, okay, we got Luna Snow.
Oh, we got a Luna Snow
Clearance
here.
level 4.
Let me go back to what Luna Snow
Thank you, thank
was.
you, thank you. So Luna Snow is related to Alliance Battle. And again, think about like, so since this player got Luna Snow, the only tier above would have been Doctor Strange, but that means he passed every other tier to get to this level.
This person got an S rank too.
Yeah.
That's also really impressive.
Alrighty. And then let's check out Sorcerer Supreme on the list. Let's see.
Supreme.
Supreme.
Let's see it.
I know it's hard to. Let's see.
Here it is.
Oh. This is from the first Doctor Strange movie, and he confronted Dormammu using the Time Stone. Let's see what else are on the list here. We also have Master of the Shield. I think that one is. Will you scroll down for me, please? And then we'll move on to the next section. Master of the Shield. This honor goes to diligent agents who have a high-level agent badge. Anyway, he had that S, so that sounds about right. All right. Thank you, everyone, for helping. Our agents have impressive records, and we will be sending some crystals to the chosen agents. So thank you, everyone, for participating. Sorry for a little bit. This is our first time trying to do some participation, and we want to do more stuff. Just a quick note, let us know in the chat what you'd like to see in future live streams and participation stuff. I'm happy to take those notes and see what we can do and make some stuff happen. All right, now let's take a look at a special 10-year anniversary and look back on some memories, shall we?
Shield agent, this is Nick Fury. Track down any hero you can find.
Alrighty, welcome back, everybody.
That's very, very
That was a
nostalgia,
cool
man.
video, yeah. And just a heads up, we did see some of the chat about the code, and we're making sure to double check that as well.
Yeah, we're looking into that for you guys.
But it was touching to see that we what everyone has been through, and it's bringing back some good memories as well. We also have some time to look back on memories of our agents through another community event, and we have chosen some value memories to share together. So next up, I'm just gonna read some quoted, and I'm just reading some stuff about just 3 particular agents that were open to sharing their stuff on the live stream. So appreciate that. So first up, we have Aunt Spidey. And we're introducing the agent who came across Marvel Future Fight on June 13th, 2016, and has so far enjoyed the game as a passionate free-to-player, they say. The agent joined Marvel Future Fight after watching the Civil War commercial, cleared Thanos' world boss for the first time with Sharon Rogers, who was an extremely popular character at the time of the release. And she recalls back then there were different world bosses that would appear on different days of the week. This story is so much fun reading it because the agent has attached a lot of images of the old Marvel Future Fight screenshots. We're kind of showing some of them here. I just want to take a look, including like the Shield development room, squad battles, old Shadowland, and she wants to know if anyone remembers these. And if you do, please give yourself a round of applause. And thank you.
And Spidey, like really good.
We have an update on the code. Thunderbolts code will be valid after 10:30 KST. So it should be valid here shortly. So I apologize for that. So it should be available. It'll be available shortly. So just an update on the code. All right.
No worries, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to Aunt Spidey, like that's so cool and so nostalgia that she's like sharing like her best like memory of like Marvel Future Fight. That's really cool to me.
This next one's like kind of fun. But yeah, thank you for sharing your story. And we have another one here for you. And is it frozen?
It's okay. No, we're running into some technical issues here. No worries. That's how you know it's a live stream, fam.
All right. So next up, we have a player from Japan, agent from Japan, and this is just some quotes, and I thought this one was funny. I made a purchase for Marvel Future Fight, and it was my very first purchase on a smartphone, and I still remember it clearly. It happened on the subway station on the way back from Tokyo for a university exam. I held the prepaid card I bought at the Tokyo Station convenience store with my trembling hands and entered the code. I got caught by my parents because of the family account. I was scolded for what I did because it was right before an entrance exam for my first choice college. For information, I got rejected from college that I took the exam on that day, making the first purchase. There have been times when I've left since then, but I've been back since this recent December and enjoy it every day. And ever since, become a daily routine to challenge giant boss raid at the time and date changes.
That's really cool that he remembers it, and like it made him fail his entrance exam.
Maybe I don't. That's not blame Marvel Future Fight for the fail, but it's. I mean, it's just like it's still fun because it's like a core memory. He remembers that very
that's really
particularly.
Cool. He associated with Marvel Future Fight. That's really cool, man.
It's just wild to think about like the impact, I guess, from my perspective, like the impact this game has on people's life. And last up, our story is from Lucas Dean. This agent has played the game for 10 years. Since officially launched on April 30th, 2015. And some of our team members here apparently remember this agent from the old Pro MFF player community event. That's way before my time. And we appreciate all the support you have shown for the past 10 years. And the last comment had some of our team members moving. The excitement I've been looking forward to whenever I hear news of the updates, the joy of getting and upgrading new heroes, and the sense of accomplishment when I finally cleared a hard to difficult content. All these moments passed by like a beacon, and I was able to enjoy Marvel Future Fight consistently because of those memories.
That's so sweet, dude, and that's so awesome that they just like remember this game so fondly, and they used it as a timeline to remember stuff.
Yeah, and I think that's my favorite part about this is just like, you know, we work here every day, and you know, I'm a part of I work on this game pretty regularly, but like to see the actual impact over the years of the game, I think there's something special about that. So we want to thank again all agents for allowing us to share your memories, and especially those who agreed to share them on this live stream. We'll be sending out crystals as a gift as well for our gratitude to the agents who shared their storage. And the game has been with us for 10 years, so that's crazy. Another random one that I threw in here is I personally remember in a couple of live streams ago, we highlighted a couple who met and I believe eventually got married. And Cynic Alex even interviewed the couple and has a video on his page if you want to check it out. And speaking of our Star Creator Club members, we'd like to share 2 thank you messages from them. So let's jump right into those, shall we?
Hey everyone, I just wanted to say congratulations to Marvel Future Fight for reaching the 10-year anniversary. I actually picked this game up when it launched in 2015, but I didn't really end up playing too much then. I was mostly just doing logins, but I stuck with it because I saw that the game had potential. I actually didn't really get into the game until the Infinity War update. I saw that they had a massive promotion for that and had a crazy update with a ton of uniforms and character upgrades and everything. At that point I was hooked and was basically playing daily. Because I really enjoyed testing out the different characters, builds, and teams that you could make, a lot of people were asking me for advice, and that's when I started making videos. Shortly after, I was accepted into the Star Creator program and became a bigger part of this awesome community. I met a lot of people and made some great friends along the way, and in that time, the game has improved massively. I still think the game has a lot of potential and look forward to the many years ahead, but till then, it's nice to look back and see everything that's been accomplished. So once again, congratulations to Marvel Future Fight for its 10-year anniversary. Quite an accomplishment.
Oh, hey there, Marvel Future Fight. How's it going? It's been so long since I've spoken to you. What has it been, like 2-3 years? What's that? It's been 10 years? You're celebrating the 10-year anniversary in Marvel Future Fight? That's amazing. Congratulations. It's been so long. You know, almost 9 years of making content, almost 10 years of playing this game. I still remember the first day, back in May, when I was living in Korea. And I thought, man, let me just download this random mobile game, see if it's any good. Little did I know, 10 years later, I would be saying cheers to Marvel Future Fight on 10 awesome years, and cheers to 10 more years. Let's go get it, Marvel Future Fight.
Welcome back. Thank you again. Just want to give a huge shout out to the community. We wouldn't be here without you, and it means a lot. Thank you to our content creators who created some content for us for this live stream.
Seriously, guys, from the bottom of our hearts, like genuine as possible. Like, thank you guys so much for loving this game so much, and like, thank you for accepting us as your representatives. And like we always say, we're not pros at the game, but we love hearing feedback from you guys, and we're always trying to share it as quickly as we can to developers.
All right, and with that, we have another gift for the agents as well. All right, let's pop up that code. All right, Legendary Heroes. And just remember, if you can't enter the code right now, it will definitely be available until 4/29. So don't stress, it will come to your inbox. Legendary Heroes. All right, let's move on from the past and take a look at the 10-year anniversary event that will make our hearts beat. I don't know what that was.
That was good, dude.
Oh, righty. Hold on one second. There we go.
Nope.
Oh. All right. You guys got a sneak peek of some stuff we're going to talk about.
Peek. It's all good.
That's all right, you know. All right. I'm happy to introduce the 10-year anniversary event. I'm just going to be ridiculous from this point on, so bear with me. This event will be happening for about a month, starting from April 28th, so be sure to check out the details scheduled for awards for the events through our community forum. The first news is a gift we have prepared in Thinks that can be acquired just for logging into the game. The 10 anniversary celebration gift, of course, has arrived, and our agents are probably wondering what is it looking. And then you can see it right here, right next to me. You have given out the tier 4 selector. And that will be, of course, we've kind of talked about that for the 10th anniversary gift. But as you can see here, and not mentioning the dev letter, but a uniform ticket and 10 million gold will also just be distributed as well from the tier 4 selector. And with that, if you want to, you can equip a uniform right away to a hero you have selected and with that tier 4 selector and add that powerful hero to your team right away. Let us know in the chat if there's anyone you're looking forward to. All right. I know you saw it already, but let's pull it back up, and that is the 10,000 crystals.
Yeah,
I see a lot
everybody
of
in chat has been really excited about this event. 10,000 crystals.
So it's going to be a 10-day check-in event that will be held as well, so be sure to log in every day for the 10 days, and you get those crystals.
I mean, think about it. It's just pretty awesome that players could just by logging in, there's going to be like 10,000 crystals that they could get. Is there any events that'll help them out, figure out?
Oh, yeah. Yes, there is. There's tons of crystals, including a huge crystal discount for crystal consumption, and bonus events that we've been looking forward to are going to be coming, and we should be popping up some of those shortly. All right, let's jump right into it. We have the unequipped cost of uniforms, various equipment, and World Boss mission unlock costs will be discounted by 50%. And the cost of various dimension chests will also be discounted by 40% as well. All right, we also...
Get some more discounts, bro.
Right. Let it rain the discounts. All right, again, here we have that comic card. Craft options will be discounted by 30%, just like on Black Friday. There will be bonus missions where you can acquire various rewards just for spinning crystals. So use those crystals wisely, or don't. You know, have fun with them. Go wild. They're yours to do whatever you want with.
Yeah, dude, I'm sure agents are going to go on and craft their comic card options. Is there anything else our agents could do while they're done equipping powerful gears to their heroes?
Of course, there's more. There's always more. We have prepared a play event for agents to enjoy. The first is a special pass that will be held in the celebration of the 10th anniversary. You can receive a selector tier 3 character in a cool Sentry themed background power saving mode screen, like similar to what you're seeing here. His OG costume.
I love these new power saving screens, and Sentry just looks super epic here, dude. And by the way, 3RL chat is going crazy for all these amazing events that we're hooking you guys up. Like I said, we're just really thankful for the community.
Yeah, no, appreciate that. Let's see. But yeah, the amount of growth materials can be acquired through the pass have been increased by 50% as well. There's another special pass aside from the special future pass that has been upgraded, and you can acquire 3-star artifact chest, Odin's Blessing chest, and a premium comic card chest from the special pass. Next up, we have the Agent Training Center. We've also prepared a training event for veteran agents and trainee agents can cooperate together.
Didn't we have a similar event like that before?
We did. Veteran agents can send their code to form a group with trainee agents. Both can acquire various rewards based on the training progress of the trainee. So no pressure there.
I mean, it's really cool. It's been a minute since we had like a, just the Future Fight OGs helping out them trainee agents. So I like these events. So you gotta love that teamwork and mentoring going on there. Yeah,
what you see on screen are all the rewards that trainee and veteran agents can both get. Aside for these, the agents in training can also acquire Tier 2 Luna Snow, and veteran agents can acquire more Tier 4 materials. And Luna Snow is one of the all-time favorites of our agents among premium heroes. So if you don't have her, here's your chance. And it doesn't stop there! You get an additional Tier 4 materials with daily missions. Q training montage, and I'm going to list off some, these are all training montage things that I thought of. No titles, but, we got wax on, wax off. I know Kung Fu. Do or not, do not try. Back to the Marvel-related stuff. Maybe this qualifies. With great power comes great responsibility. And we don't get to choose our time. Death is what gives life meaning. So if you're ever going to be mentoring someone, we want to, show them the ropes of Marvel Future Fight. So,
all right, guys, we're just getting updates right now, real time from our team. They're saying that we apologize for the coupons that weren't working earlier, but they are working on it, and we'll get a fix out to you guys that have used it already shortly.
Done.
They will get a Thunderbolts box in game for the day of v1090 update. So yeah, don't worry, guys. We got you guys.
Yeah. But yeah, whenever you're training your agents in the ways of Marvel Future Fight, give them a little love and support, but don't be too hard on them. Anyway, be sure to participate. And next up, we have the return of the Timeline Quest. All right. Timeline Quest is back, and we figured what a great way to include the new hero, US Agent. He's considered a premium hero, but you can acquire his biometrics for free by participating in the event Timeline Quest, and I'm sure agents remember the rewards for this event since we experienced them in the Marvel Studios Captain America Brave New World recently. So stay tuned for the Thunderbolts Timeline Quest as we have prepared interesting stories and cool rewards to fit the story.
Hero biometrics, equipment, crystals. Agents are definitely going to benefit from all these awesome events. Is there anything else, 3RL?
Of course there are! These are the main rewards that have been announced. However, there are more details that we would like to talk about, but we don't have time to go over during the live stream because, let's see, looking at the clock,
this is a long live stream, yeah.
An hour and 20 minutes in, which is longer than most. But we'll show off a few more things just before we go. You can acquire a second potential realization ticket, and a mythic mega uniform upgrade ticket from the event quest. A selector premium tier 2 character for the 10th anniversary special icon from the 10th anniversary Shield Archive missions. In addition, an event that was first released during the Black Friday will be returning on May 13th, and that is the tier 4 hero growth support event will be held again.
All right.
Woo! Woo, all right. Stretch it
Getting
out.
hot in this stream room,
Yeah,
man.
I know. Lastly, something to look forward to will be additional surprising events that we have not discussed on the live stream. We got to keep a few surprises. They're going to be prepared for the 10th anniversary, so be on the lookout. What an endless rush of events, just like those endless evolution of our heroes. Now, yeah. Let's wrap it up. Let's keep it going, 3RL. It's time to wrap up the stream with our final coupon code.
Real quick, 3RL, before we give on to that final coupon code, we actually... Our HQ counterparts actually just discovered that the code wasn't working for all, so they are going to give out Thunderbolts chests to every single one. So yeah, everyone's going to get a Thunderbolts chest.
Awesome. So sorry again for that.
The other codes should work just fine, by the way.
Rad. All right, let's get that last coupon code.
Here's one more code.
Yes. You get a code, and you get a code, and you get a code. All right. This last one is Endless Evolution. If you've been here before, you know where to go. The coupon code can be used in the main lobby screen, settings, info, and coupon. If you're an iOS and Apple user like myself, you can check the coupon registration page in our forum, sometimes entered in the chat, but always on our website and easy to find. Expiration date is longer than usual, as I mentioned, until the day of the update, so be sure to check out the code then. Whew. All right, that's enough. And that's it for today's announcements. Be sure to follow our social media channels for everything Marvel Future Fight. Like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Announcer, before I go on my emotional spiel, do you have anything else to say?
No, man, we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, thank you for supporting Marvel Future Fight. We literally can't be here without you guys. Thank you.
What he said. But first, let's get a little... One more. You can't really
ready
see it on
for that
camera.
one. Thank you
Shout out
guys.
to everybody. No, but for real though, sincerely, I'm making a mess in here. Blew up a balloon. Having a good time. I've had a lot of fun with all these live streams, and I've been able to grow with you guys over the last couple of years, and it's been a blast. Can't do it without you. Thank you for always joining us on this Thursday evening instead of the normal Monday. But we hope you're as excited as we are for this 10-year anniversary. Thank you. Appreciate everybody. Good night, everyone. This is 3RL signing off, and we will see you next time. Have a wonderful evening.
Shield agent. This is Nick Fury. Track down any hero you can find.